Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, folks, a couple little nuances to go over. Number one, I want to show you Apple's chart here because mainly there could be a breakout in the works to the upside. The stock is down today again, and the overall markets are up. But in the very essence of this, keep an eye on this 50 MA. If you clear this 50 MA, you'll have a little bit of resistance right here, but it could be setting up for a move up. And I'm continuing to follow Apple in a very close sense here because you're basically trading below a major resistance area, which is right here, which if it breaks could be a monumental short-term breakout level on Apple. On the other hand, you're actually trading above the pivot low here, which could dictate, as long as it stays above this lower level, upside. All right, so again, I have picked up a little Apple here intraday. My entry is 427.52. We're right now above 429 as it continues to advance here very, very nicely. But the point is, again, based on what I'm seeing here on Apple on an intraday basis, I actually like this pattern for a move up to this double top. In fact, I might have to sell my position here on this video live if it does hit that level, which again is about the 430. Really looking for short-term 430. I think I'll take half off the table, and then I'll let the rest run maybe to gap fill right up here, which would be another nice little area to look for on Apple. All right, guys? And again, I'm not holding a major position by any stretch. I'm holding about, 500 shares. But, when you're up a couple bucks on 500 shares, it's not too shabby at all. All right, so again, notice Apple here pushing up. Hang on one second, guys. Bear with me. I just want to get a possible little sell on it here. Let me just put this sell order out right up in this range here. All right, sorry for, there it is. Bam. Bam. All right, I just took my money. All right, that was a good trade. Sorry to get distracted there on the video, folks. But again, just half off the table right there. Now I'm going to let the rest run here. That's a beautiful little pop on Apple. And again, a very, very nice read on my part just to grab it for a nice little gain. Now, it's interesting because if we go to the spiders, and now we can go away from the spiders, I'll keep an eye on it on my other screens because it might go into that second resistance level, which would be gap fill, only $1 away from that now. But beautiful little pop here on Apple. And I could read that. I mean, this just goes to show the PPT. I mean, PPT price pattern and time. And whoa, here we go. Here we go. Apple's pushing back up. We got to go back to it. Sorry, guys. All right, we're into gap fill now. All right. And I just grabbed the rest of my money off the table on a pierce of that line right there. Done. Wow. Nice couple G trade right there, basically. Basically, really a little less, about 1,700 bucks off the table. But either way, for a very short-term trade, that is a great little move there. Wow. Great pop on Apple. All right, going back to the spiders, guys. Again, notice the little bit of a kind of a stall out here. Markets are up across the board. So again, if we take a look at this chart, the markets continue to advance very nicely. Now, this continues to be the key level right here. For instance, and I'll draw this line in again. I want you guys to always be following this line. This is the line that I told you all to watch over the last few videos I've done for you guys. I said as long as the charts stay above this slanted line, look for further upside. Okay? If this chart breaks this yellow line now and heads to the downside, look for, again, a market that comes down to about this gap window at 153.65, and that would be a short-term pullback level. Okay? All right, so again, that's just one line to watch there. Right now, we're well above that area, so it's nothing really to concern yourself with right now. Markets, again, are holding near the highs of the day, only up 40 cents on the SPY. But nonetheless, I mean, it's just a continued float up, or you want to call it a melt up, whatever you want to call it in this time. We have the S&P 500 trading up about, looks like about 3.5 points, Dow up 36. NASDAQ, because of Apple pushing up here, has just gone basically from the flat line to up 1.6 points. So again, it's not much, but, again, a nice little pop. Apple pulling back nicely off of that little pivot top right now. If we flip back to Apple, you can see coming right back in. So it looks like my first sell here, second sell here was actually a nice little read, at least in the short term. Now, I might pick this up on a pullback, guys, because that was a great little pop on Apple. We might be able to pick this up because eventually the target is up here, and if it breaks 435, this thing is off to the races. So just be aware of that. very, very aware of that. There's some possibilities here on Apple. And as I said before, as long as Apple doesn't take out this low, this is all inside consolidation in a bullish manner, in my opinion. So you could be looking at further upside. So keep an eye on that. All right, one stock that I gave out that has been a rock star, folks, BVSN. This I gave out to members here last Thursday. And again, Thursday, folks, it was trading around the $8.25 level. By Friday, it was at a high of about $11. Today, it hit a high just underneath $12. Beautiful little move there. All right, and again, just think about that. From $8 to $12, a 50% return. If you're not a member here of InTheMoneyStocks.com, honestly, you're insane. You're just flat out, no offense, but it's kind of stupid too, because the calls that are generated and the methodology that you can learn, which will generate your own calls, is second to none, and it has this insane high return rate that, again, is unparalleled by even Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan Chase. Apple's continuing to push here, guys. Beautiful push. I'll be a buyer on a pullback here on an intraday basis now if we get PPT, which is price pattern time values on a pullback. But awesome stuff, guys. Very nice profit there as Apple screams higher now, up about $1.15 on the day, moving nicely higher. So very nice move on that. Let's take a look, couple other odds and ends looks here. JP Morgan Chase up 40 cents. That's pulling back just a little bit. Again, this stock is not quite at the double top highs here. This would be resistance from last week. This is on Thursday's highs, and on Friday, obviously, the stock got hammered there. But again, moving up, we just came shy of that level and then are pulling back a little bit here. Goldman Sachs has been strong pretty much all day. More so recently, we're seeing some weakness coming in as the financials are starting to come back in. We're seeing the spiders, the SPY, getting a little bit on the stalling out weaker side here, which matches up with the financial kind of action that we're seeing there. All right. So very nice there. Let me just take a look at a couple other stocks out there. Google today up about $4. Google hit a high of basically $8.40 today. I gave out a master swing trade level in the research center to members, folks. So just be aware of that. I did give that level out. If you're a research center member, you have a bunch of swing trade alerts that you can follow and focus in on. Okay, so we'll go from there, folks, and see how things go. I'm keeping my eyes peeled on various charts out there, and at this point, I got to get back to trading. I know I haven't, it's kind of hard for me to focus because I'm in the middle of trading here as well. But again, all I can say is come join us here. If you're a day trader, the Intra Day Stock Chat's for you. If you're a swing trader, the Research Center. If you're an investor, the Research Center's for you. Take the 7-day free trial and just start profiting with us. I mean, it's that simple, folks. Come join us, learn the methodology, profit for life. Take care.